Hi, Pam. Hi, Connie. Grace, how's it going? Natalie is home. Hey, how's it going, Eddie? All right, a little later than usual, but well, yeah, we normally begin at 7 p.m. Eastern and it's just about 8, but we definitely wanted to stick to our lives. Hey, how's it going on, Miss Londa? Yeah. Jacob, what's up, man? We've had a busy 2 weeks. It's been a lot going on. So that's really what we're going to dive into tonight. And y'all know me, man. I'm good. I'm good for a tangent or two. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But really just want to talk about what we've been up to the past 2 weeks. Of course, we document that on video naturally, but it's always fun to talk about. Hey, Kathy. Charlotte, what's going on? Hope you had a great week. Miss Brenda, it is hot, Miss Londa, in Florida. Not in the mornings though, but it's one of the things I do love about Florida is we could be cold in the morning, but what usually by 10 a.m. at the latest, it's back to feeling like Florida. So no, Miss Joanne, I actually have not seen a mouse lately. Um, yeah, we could talk about that, but thankfully not. I think God destroyed their home, so they have to find somewhere else. Sonia, how's it going? Cherie, hope you had an amazing week. Mom's been standing here the whole time, by the way, y'all. She was texting,
I was
finishing
texting
texting
my
her mom.
mom.
Boston in the house. I was supposed to go to Boston for the first time. I've never been to Boston, so I was supposed to go to Boston for the first time in September for a work trip, but I was thankfully and I was so grateful to. I would love to go to Boston, but I was able to forego that work trip
Yeah.
because I'm on paternity leave, and I remain on paternity leave until mid December. So the clock is ticking, but I have a little over 2 weeks left of paternity leave, and I'm going to cherish each and every single second of it for real. But yeah, I would love to go to Boston. I would love to go to Boston, and I would love to go. We talked about this before, but just anywhere in the Northeast,
Hmm.
in the fall specifically.
Yeah.
Really
Get to
want to
see
see,
seasons.
yeah, really want to see that fall foliage, that changeover.
I went to Jacksonville for the first time about maybe 2 weeks ago.
Cherie, Jacksonville, that's interesting. That's about 2.5 hours from us, maybe three tops.
3, yeah.
2.5 hours, three tops.
Hmm.
Yeah, I have some family. Well, I have literally one family member in Jacksonville. Well, technically two. Technically two. Hey Jacob, yes, we are. Yeah, we're ready for Christmas. I'm pretty sure our neighbors think we're crazy because it's
Yeah.
kind of like we live in the country, right? So who's going to see all this decor?
Us-
Okay, who's going to see all this decor, right? But my main thing is I do it for the girls. I have fond memories of like whenever my mom would bust out the decor when I was growing up, and it was always one of my favorite times, right?
Yeah.
So I just, have always loved this time of year, fall all the way through Christmas. So although we technically only have three neighbors, um, it's for, you know to be truly transparent. It's a little bit for me. Um, I'm trying to figure out why there's a shadow like that on the flag
I
because that makes
know.
no sense.
Thought something was standing there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check on that.
Maybe a branch.
Yeah, something in front of the light. But yeah, selfishly, a little bit of it is me because I like to do decor, as does Natalie. But it's also for the girls. Egypt, I meant to look for a picture, and I might be able to still do it, but the girls have always had their own trees, always
Mhm.
had their own trees. Um, and we retire their trees. That's how we end up with so many trees. And by the way, I need to go take a look at it, but at the last
Cam
time,
said the thing is the mouse, the shadow.
probably, probably for
I'm
real,
hoping it doesn't move, y'all.
using its ears to
Whatever it
make
is.
shadows. Um, but seriously though, um, I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, that's how we ended up with so many trees. No one's guessed at last look. No one's guessed how many trees we have.
Oh yeah.
So as soon as someone guesses how many trees we have, and I know why is Thor all the way over there? As soon as someone guesses how many trees we have, and I know I said only one entry, we'll send out the swag.
No, and I'm excited because tonight Nico's gonna edit. I just finished filming, so you'll see like in some of the shots it'll be daytime, and then in some of the shots it'll be nighttime behind the windows. But just finished filming the indoor decor, and yeah, I'm excited. But he's gonna edit it tonight and then post tomorrow.
News to me.
Whatever you knew, that's the plan.
Not edit tonight.
I wanted him to edit before we went live. I did, but
Oh yeah. So I've seen two or three comments about about the short that I posted today. And I actually filmed that video like 2 days ago or so, but I meant to send it to Natalie first and I never did, but she actually heard it herself.
I did.
So then I just went ahead and posted it to social media. But yeah, it's clear as day. No coaching or anything like
No,
that.
I feel like you've been with him the last
Coercion, is
couple
that what it
months.
is? None of
So
that.
Nico's like, Dada, Dada,
No.
Dada, all the time.
He's
But
been with me for the past 3 months, because my paternity leave is about 3.5 months. So he's been with me the past 3 months. But I really feel like all the kids have said that at first.
I
And
think
and,
so.
and then a lot of people say, well, it's
Because
because
it's easier for them to say it.
I don't believe in that.
I think
I
so.
just think that, because let me see, dad, mama. Okay. So with the D, you gotta push the tongue to the roof of your mouth.
I knew you were gonna
And
do
with an
this.
M, you just kind of leave it where it is. Yeah, you kind of leave it where it is. I don't know. I feel like they're equal. You know what I mean? They say, well, in this case, all of our kids have said dada first, for whatever reason. But okay, Miss Joanne, I see your guess.
And it's Facebook and YouTube at the same time.
Miss Kathy, yeah. Someone on the last live said, "Hey, sometimes when you're talking to people or replying to people, I don't see it, and that's because on our end, because we're live on Facebook and YouTube, but really you could be live on like everything. You could be live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, all of that. We would see all of those comments, and we could be replying to people." On a platform that you can't see in like your comment thread, if that makes any sense. Hello, Mr. William. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Sando.
Oh,
Cat's Tiny Kitchen. How's it go? Okay, want to make sure I didn't miss anyone. So I see Miss Joanne, I feel like that's what Florida is all about. during this time of the year. Well, from New Year's
Yeah,
through
we have a
like
lot of traffic.
about spring break, that's when you see the snowbirds. All right, so I feel like a lot of people come to Florida when it's cold where they live. Escape the cold, and then they could come into Florida and experience this weather that we have here, which makes sense to me. I've never really heard of anyone going from like summer, spring, tropical weather to go to the cold. I'm sure it's a
I
thing
would
though.
want to.
I
Yeah.
definitely would never.
Just for like a little trip.
Nah.
Yeah. Go see some
I
snow.
I
Because
was
Egypt's seen snow, but SJ might not if we stay here in Florida.
I was made to live. I would visit, but yeah, I was made to live below the Mason Dixon line. I don't think I could live above it.
The heart of Acadiana. That's right. Lafayette. We'll be down there for Mardi Gras. Yep. So we're gonna go
Hi, Miss Lucy.
February the 9th through the 15th. Yep. Super excited.
Do you know Miss Anita? Oh, then that's a coincidence that y'all are from the same place.
No.
Miss Pam. Hi, Samantha.
Well, it's funny that you asked that, Miss Pam, because I am born and raised in Lafayette, Louisiana. So that's why I got excited. I'm a true Cajun gal. And Nico, his story is a little bit different.
Yeah. I am from San Diego, California. No, I'm just playing. I'm from San Antonio, Texas, hence the Longhorn on my hat. University of Texas, Longhorns in Austin, Texas. But I am from San Antonio, Texas, Miss Pam. I was actually born in a little small town in Arkansas. That's where my family's from. On my mother's side, they're from Arkansas.
Forest City.
Yeah, St. Francis County, but Forest City, Arkansas is where my family is from. Once again on my mother's side. Yeah, Forest City. I can't remember his first name, but General Forrest is who that town is named after. He was a general in the Confederate Army. Fun fact. I didn't really figure that out till I was an adult. But yeah.
Hi, Samantha.
I can't retire yet. Stuck in the cold Ohio for now. We plan to move to Florida when I can. Hey, come on to Florida. I'm not retired either. But, I'm here because of work, though.
Yeah.
We're here. We ended up in Florida because of work.
That's the only reason.
Because I would love to be in Texas. And I think Natalie, I don't know. I think she always kind of wanted to get out of Louisiana. Yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with Louisiana. Not there's anything wrong with Texas. It's just work. College is what originally got me out of Texas. Yeah. Excuse me. And it was in college where Natalie and I met. And I just haven't been back to Texas since to live. Like I've been back to Texas, but I haven't been back to Texas as a citizen since 18 years old.
Yeah. Well, we were there. We stayed for like a year and a half.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe 2.
But we were, that was also
we were trying to figure it out.
That was like, life and work and.
But yeah, we get to see family often.
Nah, well, that's Cat.
My mom lives with us, so we see her every day.
That don't count.
Makes me happy. Yeah. And my brother and his fiance moved here, so we get to see them. Whatever, but we're about an hour apart, so it's not often.
What are you drinking?
Cranberry juice. Okay. He said, "What are you drinking?" My favorite drink is cranberry apple. So delicious, or apple cranberry, whatever it's called.
So because of our.
We don't see family for the holidays unless they come to us.
What's the word I'm looking for? Occupation. Because of our occupation / careers, we've never really lived by family. There was a short stint where we were in Texas, as Natalie mentioned, but we've been to Mississippi, South Mississippi, North Mississippi, Tennessee. Now we're in Florida. And in all those places, we either have no family or like 1 or 2 family members.
Yeah.
Here we have Nana, who lives with us, Natalie's mom, and then Natalie's brother and his fiance, who live about an hour away, who moved. They lived with us when they first got to Florida for about a year, maybe.
Yeah.
But now they live off by Lakeland, and yeah, so not really. We don't really see family that often, in my opinion. As you just heard, Natalie's opinion differs, but
Yeah, well, my
yeah,
family, the difference too is my family, my side of the family will travel a lot.
yeah,
So like my sister and her husband and their kids are on their way now. They just got on the road, so that's why I was like texting to make sure they had the right address.
T-
Um,
uh, text, uh, text, Tony.
okay,
Yeah, let him know we're live.
but
And my
and
mom.
then Nico's grandmother comes
Oh, she comes a
every
lot.
Christmas. She comes
Yeah, at
often,
least twice a
at least
year.
twice a year, and
Summer
she
and
stays for
Christmas.
a month. And the kids are so excited. She gets here tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. she lands. So the
How old
girls
is she?
are stoked. I don't put her business out there. She's in her mid 70s.
Yeah,
We're not gonna say the exact number.
but she's still mobile.
Yeah,
She's super duper mobile, super duper active. She does live in a retirement community in Texas, but super active. You know, she's part of lady groups, and they do all kind of, you know, lady group things, like, you know, arts and crafts, and, you know, in the retirement community,
yeah,
and they
and
have
she's
a,
on the planning committee.
yeah, she's on committees, and she does you know, it's not the villages now.
No.
Who, who's heard of the villages, first
Yeah,
of all,
we did not until
until we
we
moved
moved
here?
here, and
But
then we were told a lot of different things about the villages.
hi, Christy. Lakeland, Florida. I visited San Antonio once in August. I could not breathe or get, yeah,
Because it's so
yeah,
hot.
yeah,
That's funny.
yeah. I feel like it's like Florida. I really feel like San Antonio is like Florida.
You gonna pick strawberries tomorrow?
Oh well, okay. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. So let me come right here. My brother lives in Blanco. Yep, yep, not far from San Antonio at all. Um, my
Mom,
bucket
you're
is to
never gonna
visit the
be
Keys.
by the villages.
Your husband is recovering from cancer, Miss Cat.
Yes,
Hope to be there
he's
next
gonna beat
December.
it.
Yeah, for sure. Miss Joanne, my father lives in Las Vegas,
Hmm.
and I'm not sure about the distance, but I'm sure, you know, Reno and Las Vegas aren't that far apart. But you've been there for 35 years. Wow. I got 25 years. Wow, that's amazing that you took care of your parent. You know, I was watching some videos earlier this week, and one of the videos was about like honoring your parents, or like how you, I don't know if treats the right word, how you treat your parents, or how you take care of the parents when the shoe's on the other foot, right? Because isn't life interesting? You're born, and you can't take care of yourself, and someone has to feed you, you're wearing diapers and all of that, right? Can't walk, maybe. Not maybe, you can't walk. And then you go through life, and then at the end of life, it's a possibility that it's the same way, right? Someone needs to help feed you, you might be in diapers and you can't walk. But the point I'm trying to make is you know, is it's like life goes full circle, and
Yeah.
honoring your parents is like they do that for you when you're a baby, and then the shoe could be on the other foot one day. So how do you honor your parents, or what do you do to take care of them, and all of that stuff? I don't know. First tangent of the night. Sandra, I see, and I'm pretty sure we have multiple Sandras here. Um,
That's a
but I
good.
see 12
That's a good
trees.
guess. It's like the hot and cold game. I would give a
Oh,
hint, but then I feel like everyone's gonna get it right.
strawberries near the villages. We didn't pick strawberries last year.
I know.
We went
Mom and I were just talking about that though.
somewhere. This isn't the
Blueberries,
time of year. Yeah, we went to the
Southern Hills.
nah.
That's not what it's called.
I can't remember the name. We did a
It's
video
called
on it,
Southern Hills.
but if you've been around long enough, oh, we've been to that
Oh, we
farm.
love that farm.
Yeah, we've been to that farm, Miss Londa. Yeah, yeah.
Texting my mom.
We weren't there to pick anything, or but I want to say maybe it was Christmas. Maybe it was around this time, but it wasn't there for strawberries. But yeah, we've been to that farm. Okay. Yep, it's the circle of life. 100%. Okay, I see guests is still coming in. Okay. Hey, I see you there. That's my mom, y'all. Married to my father. Cuz, what's up? This is my cousin, y'all. I always say that he's one of the reasons why we even share on social media. You know the irony? I was thinking about this earlier in the week. Natalie and I are very private people.
We are
Very, 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 very,
very
very
private.
private people. And I'm a homebody and I'm a introvert. Is that the right word?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm an introvert.
because I'm
So
not. Yeah, I'm an extrovert.
you know what's interesting, that a lot of people that do things that put themselves in the public are actually introverts, which is interesting. I've like recently learned that obviously some of them are extroverts. They like being out there, putting their life out there, or doing these things. But you'll be surprised how many of them are like shy, homebody, introverts. Like they're one way on camera, and you see them in person, and they're like shy. That's me. But if you were to look at like my personal social media, you would see that we're super, super
Yeah,
duper
very
private
private.
people. Like my Instagram, I think in the past 5 years, I've done like two posts. My Facebook page, I might post on my Facebook, my personal Facebook page, like once a year. And then we're going to hit a year in January of being on social media. And it's like the total opposite of how we normally are.
Way more than we
Hey, Renee.
have ever been.
Yep.
Right.
So I'm yep, I see cuz said super introverted. Yeah, same way. So the irony is that for the past year we've been sharing our life 3 times a week plus shorts and reels
Yeah.
because that's not
And
our normal self.
it's funny because even my coworkers that watch us and family and friends, I am more reserved on camera. I don't like to be on camera
Hey, there's my dad, y'all.
um, at all. Like I'm not a fan of it. But lives are better for me than recording. But on camera, I'm more like a little more timid, and in person, I'm like yeah. I like to have fun,
Yeah, it's
and
interesting how that
it's
works.
he's the opposite on camera. But
Yeah. I think in our very, 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 very first live, we talked about how it's interesting how that works. Like, I'm shy, reserved. You'll be lucky. Like, if you see me in person, you'll be lucky to have like a conversation with me. Like for real, you'll be lucky to have a conversation with me. Like a full blown, I'm engaged conversation.
yeah,
Because I'm just shy and I'm
He's
an
more shy.
introvert.
Yeah.
But on camera and like right now on this live, I'm the opposite. My mom was on a live before and she was like, "Wow, you're super talkative tonight." Like I'm not talkative, like yeah. And Natalie's the opposite. Off of camera, she's super talkative,
Yes.
energy, blah 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 blah. And then on camera, she becomes a clam. It's like the weirdest thing. 3 hours. Yo, Devin, are you at the crib? Are you with is Auntie there? Or is it just you? I see you said what's up to Tony.
Yeah, but he can't see it because
Auntie Leslie. Hey from Maine. How's it going, Miss Susan? Yes, I see your reply, Miss Joanne. I'm trying to share them more often in case you, especially the Facebook ones, in case you're on YouTube and you're like I said earlier, who is he talking to or what? So this is Miss Joanne when I was talking about the circle of life. Um, so it's also
yeah,
true
it
how
goes full circle.
how things happen with life.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. So we saw Miss Londa about a month ago when I forgot the name of
We were at the Sunflower Festival in Vernon.
Vernon, Florida. Yeah. So yeah, we had some great. I had an amazing conversation with Miss Londa and her husband.
Yeah, and you talked to
We
Perry
talked
Hills.
sports.
You did.
Yeah, we talked sports, and yeah,
You did.
Perry Hill was there. We saw everyone but Jason and Brooke.
We did. By the time we made it there, they were
Yeah,
leaving.
yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, we had a great conversation.
it's so funny.
Okay, so for the past 2 weeks, we have been working on decor. We're doing well, Miss Susan.
Yeah.
Nothing to complain about. Not that anyone would listen anyway. So that's a saying.
I like when people ask you how you're doing and they want you to just say
You say,
okay. But
yeah,
if you say you're not, then they're like,
yeah. When
oh.
people ask you, "Are you okay?" Very few of them actually want to know if you're okay.
And I'm that honest person who, if like I'm not having a good day, I will tell you.
Yeah,
And
and you're
you can
like,
see
"Oh
people who
wow, I
are
wasn't
surprised
expecting an
and they're
answer."
like, oh, oh.
Yeah. But yeah. So we've been busy with the decor.
Yeah. And when Nico says busy, y'all, I would go to work and come home. And one night I had to be to work the next morning at like 8. And we didn't go inside until 2 a.m. because we were putting the lights in the trees. And we did not how big those trees were. So we're like stringing lights together and trying to maneuver ladders. And it's dark. You can't see nothing. And then at one point, I was like, I'm gonna have to climb the tree, but I'm afraid of heights. So get up there, and it was a trust exercise.
Yeah. Our tallest ladder, which I have a pretty tall ladder, we probably have like a 20-foot ladder.
Yeah,
It
it's
probably
really
taller,
tall. It might be taller than
and it
that, babe.
still doesn't get past the trunks.
No.
So Miss Londa and anyone else that's from the southeast or specifically Florida, you know how large these live oaks get.
Yeah. Like Anita in Louisiana, she knows.
Yeah,
Girard Park,
these live
yeah,
oaks
they're
are,
big like that. It's
I call them
crazy.
like grandfather oaks. Like I don't think the camera does it justice how big, or maybe it does, I don't know, but how tall these trees are. Who knows how old they are?
Yeah, they're so beautiful.
So I think because my goal or dream, hey, how's it going, Candace? So my goal and my dream is to, I wanted to do the whole, like, you know how you do the trunk and then you could get to some of the limbs and stuff. That's what I wanted to do, and I bought enough lights to do it.
Yeah, it was too high.
But we couldn't get that high. So I
But
think if we ever want to accomplish that, we'll need to get one of those lift things that you could rent. I don't, who knows how much they are to rent.
yeah,
It's a rental, so I would assume not that much. If you could rent whole vehicles for
we have to
$20.
ask our neighbor. He does
Yeah.
construction, so we have to be like, hey,
But one of those lifts, you know what I'm talking about? I think if
like the
we
little
ever
bucket.
wanted to get that high, we would just rent one of those, and you would do it one time because the lights you could keep on there all year.
And just hope they don't go out.
Yeah, just but the light, there's outdoor lights, so we have outdoor
Yeah.
lights and they're LED. The cool thing about LED, hey mom, the cool thing about LEDs is that they um like with the old school incandescent, I believe is how you say it, lights. Like if one goes out, the whole string goes out. Well, with LEDs, supposedly if one light goes out, the rest of them will still work. Supposedly,
We'll find out.
so we'll see. But we don't
Yeah.
plan on having to take them off unless
No.
I kind of would like to wrap it closer.
Oh, like more tighter together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we ever rewrap the
We could do
tree,
that.
then that would be the only way. But we need a lift to get higher into the branches. Hey, Miss Debbie. I know North Carolina's cold. Not as cold as Michigan. Someone's from Michigan on here, but I know it's cold over there.
Yeah. No. Yes, I do miss them when I'm gone. I've always been a working mom though. I really enjoy going to work. I'm social, so like being a stay-at-home mom is not. I'm not built for it. I guess you could say. Like I miss like adult conversations, unless I was doing something. Maybe if I had a job at home, I don't know. But I enjoy having social interactions with other people. So giving that break, and then when I come
Yeah,
home,
bucket truck.
decompress, but I do miss them a lot. Nico is not great at sending videos, but Egypt will FaceTime me. So when she gets home, she'll like FaceTime, and she's like, "Hey, mom, what you doing?" And she'll check in with me, and I think it's so cute because she checks my location to see where I'm at.
Miss Catherine, how's it going? Yeah, I remember you told us about Hurricane Ian, and what's crazy is down in Daytona, a lot of it still hasn't recovered from that hurricane, and it's going on 2 years,
No,
right? At least a
it
year.
hasn't.
Yeah, that was last hurricane season. So, excuse me, before we know it, it'd be 2 years in Daytona. You walk that coastline, and it's like, it looks like it happened yesterday for a lot of those resorts and hotels and people that have houses there. Um, so I'm glad you were able to find somewhere new because I can't even imagine what the damage was like. But we like to go to Daytona. I used to like to go there The reason we don't go there as much anymore
Farther
is
away.
because are we further away?
Mhm.
About 2 hours, hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on traffic. But the water is like very, very rough, Miss Catherine, and I know you know this. So the beaches there aren't like, in my opinion, kid friendly because the ocean is like very rough water. Whereas when we go to the Gulf,
Mhm.
any of those beaches near Sarasota
Oh
or
yeah, it's
Tampa,
different
or
for the
you
kids.
know the water is not as harsh, it's not as rough, so it's a little bit more family friendly. But we do love to go there for Bucky's. But they're supposed to be opening a new Bucky's up in Ocala, so we'll see.
Yeah, I love some Buc-ee's, specifically their apple butter.
Hmm.
It's one of my favorites. It's so good.
Yeah. Well, look who that is. Hey, how's it going, Coach Kyle? How's it going? Who's that in your AVI? I don't know. Is that Muhammad Ali? But
We'll get to see you in a couple weeks.
yeah. So let's talk about the decor. That's what we've been doing, right?
Yeah.
It's mainly been the decor and oh, the goats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the goats were. We did all of our movements because in theory, all of the goats are bred except for the dolings. The kid goats less than a year old. I call them, or I like to call them dolings. Um, so there, we didn't breed them for obvious reasons, or maybe it's not obvious. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's not obvious.
So they're
They're
kids. They're
babies.
less than a year old. So you don't want to breed your goats in the first year. We have Kiko goats. Let me clarify. We have Kiko goats.
Yeah.
It'll stunt their growth. And it's debatable on if it has any other side effects on a Kiko goat if you breed them within the first year, because there's plenty of goats out there that people do breed them in the first
Yeah,
year,
and it's
like a
fine.
lot of those pygmy goats and like a Nigerian dwarf. People will breed them their first year. Those are a small type of goat anyway. So, but we don't breed ours in the first year on purpose. Now I know y'all saw the video where Mike was trying to get to some of the dolings through the fence. So we have our fingers crossed that none of them got
Yeah,
bred. But
hopefully he wasn't successful.
once again, in theory, they're all bred. So we went ahead and put the bucks back into a pasture together. We moved all the dolings back in with their mom. And that separation worked, I believe, because
Hmm.
they're not trying to nurse.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah, so it's perfect. They're not trying to nurse, so everyone's happy and back in with each other. So I think that's all going great. But none of them are getting stuck in the fence, which was my point, because we went ahead and added hot wire to the side pasture where they are. And like I said in the video, I don't know what it is, but it's like as soon as it was connected,
Done.
they stopped touching the fence, even trying to get close to it. So, my theory, and I haven't looked it up, but my theory is like their hearing is greater than ours. So they can hear or sense that the electricity is on there, and they don't play with it. So, hey, how's it going, Qbot? We're only 30 minutes in. You're all right. Um,
Oh yeah, we did.
then what else did we do? So we put up the fence, electric fence, and then I think the rest of it is decor.
We spent way too much money in Hobby Lobby.
I don't know about that because we had a little each year.
We went in, y'all, and we went in for like what, 3 things? Well, I went in
Oh,
thinking
I
it
didn't
was
go
3
in
or 4
for
things,
anything
and then
specific.
before we knew it, we had 2 baskets, and
It was one basket.
no, because we had the
One
we had to take
basket
the
was the
baby out
car
the
seat.
car and
Yeah.
carry her, and then that had stuff in there.
Nah.
And it was half off, so it was fine, but
Nah.
we went a little crazy. Yeah.
I don't think so. I think it was pretty modest because, like I say in all the videos, we try to add a little bit each year, and all that good stuff. So, and the point of that is so that you're, the budgets, y'all.
Nico needs it too.
Nah, I don't think, man, whatever. I don't think I need that. I'm more of an antique. I like to go to
Uh,
antique
That's funny.
malls, antique stores. I like old stuff. I like repurposing stuff. The thing about
Yeah.
Hobby Lobby is that I like it because things are still quote unquote affordable. If you catch it on
If it's on
sale,
sale.
or when they do
Yeah.
like that 75% to 90% off clearance after every season, I like to go buy stuff then because
Yeah.
like I'll buy it now for next year.
We did. We got some fall stuff.
Like I already have some Halloween decor that I bought for next year. At the end of Halloween this year, I went and bought some stuff. Like I was at Lowe's, I bought this cool Jack.
I saw it in the shop.
Y'all know from Nightmare on Christmas. Um, I know Hobby Lobby. Yeah, we don't take on sponsors and we don't do all that. We talked about that in our last live, but
Yeah.
we definitely would do a Hobby Lobby if you out there.
What?
You know, come
Nico's
on.
so funny.
But yeah, I went and found like this cool. Y'all will see it next year, obviously, but this cool inflatable of Jack from Nightmare on Christmas. And you know, You know what? You know what the thing is about at home? I've always felt like it was expensive
Oh yeah.
because
Well,
their store is large.
it
At home is
depends.
like the size. At home is like the size of a Lowe's, so they have a lot of stuff in there. But I've just always felt like it was expensive. I've never gone to at home and there's been a sale, and maybe it's just when I've gone.
Yeah. I
But
always go through their sell stuff, but no.
all right. Good night, Mr. Kyle.
Oh, that's a good side gig, Renee. Doing
Yeah,
door reads. Yeah.
yeah. A lot of y'all have said in the comments that Natalie and I could have some side gigs, like whether it's the goat feeder or the cow feeder or wreaths and stuff like that. I just don't know when we will find the time,
No, and one back to
especially
some.
when I'm back to work.
Oh yeah, I don't know, maybe, but one thing that I was thinking when you talk about antiques in the video that I was shooting today, you'll see some of those pieces. So that's exciting. But you get to see them decorated. Um, but we found some hidden gems when we were in Tennessee.
I've never caught at home on a sale, so I guess I need to either get emails or text message. I'm like at home's having a sale. All right, y'all have fun at the dinner.
Yeah. Tell Micah happy birthday.
Yes, tell her happy birthday for us. Y'all know I'm horrible at texting. I'm worse at calling. So please tell her happy birthday for me. I'm Natalie probably texts. Um, Cuba, I love the way y'all decorate. Um, yeah, you know what? Obviously, I can't predict the future, but I don't know. I think I just liked it. I like decor, so I think because of that reason, I don't see myself ever outgrowing it. But hopefully, we're
Hopefully,
blessed with grandchildren, because you got to think about it. Egypt is 9 years older than Pharaoh, so by the time Pharaoh's out the house, Egypt would be of an appropriate or acceptable childbearing age.
hmm
That would make her what, 29?
like if he leaves when he's
Oh,
20.
27.
Yeah,
That would make
27.
her 27.
Yeah. That's
When
if he
he's
leaves when he's
18,
18.
yeah, it not leave. Why would he leave?
Well, you
I'm
said when he's out
saying,
the house.
oh no, what I mean is like,
I know what you meant. Yeah.
and really the reality is they're probably going to be more like 13 or 14 when they don't care about decor anymore. But I'm gonna do it until they're 18. But hopefully by the time, the point I'm trying to make is hopefully by the time he's 18, which is quote unquote grown, even though it's really like closer to 30 nowadays. I read a report on that. I'm not going to go into tangent, but yeah, that would make her 27.
Oh, that'll be good to do the aim lights into the branches. We can keep them year
Yeah, like
round.
some floodlights. Yeah, we
Yeah.
actually have some lights on the bottle brush tree, which is the weeping tree we have.
Yeah.
So
The
it's the weeping
flag.
variety. Hey Brenda, good night. Uh, we have a light on the bottle brush, the crepe myrtles, the magnolias, and the flag. But yeah, we don't have any lights on the live oak. I guess that would look good. Like a nice
Yeah, like
wide,
maybe 2 lights on both
like
sides. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Tony. I was like, Nico, wait.
Yeah. Man, we got 17 and a half years to go. But yeah. Sorry, y'all. I've been outside all day and I didn't really hydrate. So hopefully that doesn't sound obnoxious with the ice and stuff when I'm drinking. But okay, Cubot. So they took over the decor. That's cool. I would love to. Well, we've already voiced this, but ideally, our kids never leave. I would love,
Yeah.
like, you know, if maybe I don't know, but I would love if we just had like a family compound type of thing. Um, we'll see. But if they were to ever leave, I would hope that they carry on decor, for their own children.
Yeah, we did it when we were little
Okay,
kids.
okay. So, Miss Lid, hopefully I'm saying that right. Is it short for Lydia? I don't know. I don't want to guess. But Miss Lid M said, "Mine are all moved back home, so you never know. Now in their 40s." Yeah.
Mhm.
John. Hey, John. What's up, man? John said, "I like how San Antonio decorates the Riverwalk. The lights dangle down from the trees. Yeah, there's a lot of branches along. Okay, Lid is short for Lydia. Okay. Yeah, they do decorate pretty nice down there.
I haven't been down there to see it like during the holidays.
Hey, Mary. You have a great evening as well. It's interesting. I never looked it up, but I see Scott said that Hobby Lobby's popular in Southern California. It's an Oklahoma company, so I just never thought that they would be all the way out west like that. But that's cool that they're all the way in California. Yes, thank you for the reminder, Miss Londa. Hi, Susie. So yeah, the decor took up not really a lot of our time because I'm a completionist. So I don't when I start something,
I want to finish
I
it.
like to finish. Like before this live started, I was folding clothes, and at one point, Natalie was like, "Okay, I'm ready," and I was like,
It was
"Nah,
7.
yeah." But I was in the middle of folding clothes, so I had to finish. So when I start something, I like to finish it. I don't like starting something and then starting another project and then another project and another project. Like before you know it, you've started a lot of things that you don't finish. So I've just always been a completionist my whole life. And I think I have enough family members on there that could call me out if I was being dishonest. But like I just like to finish stuff.
And I'm the opposite.
I
I like start doing the dishes, and then I was like, "Oh man, that's a good angle with the sun shining through the windows. Let me get that shot real quick." And then I started doing something else, and then Ashley and I wanted a snack, and then I came back to doing the dishes. But yeah.
Yeah, Miss Cat, one of the things that Natalie and I said to ourselves is what we figured because there's no food in the shop.
Yeah.
There's no food in the shop. There's deep freezers, but there's no food in the shop. So the mice weren't in the shop.
We have to tell the story first before we go.
They weren't in there for food. Well, okay.
So you just reminded us about one of the parts in the video. We were getting decorations down, and SJ's in there. We're talking, having a good time, and it was going smooth. All we had left was one box in the Nutcracker, and Nico was like, "Babe, the other day I forgot to tell you that they had a mouse in here." I'm like, "Don't say that. Like, you've been handing me these boxes. I haven't checked them. Like, what if I take something and then like a mouse comes out while I'm holding it? I'm gonna freak out." And then we hear a little and Nico was like, "No." I was crying. It was so funny. But I was panicking on the inside because he was high up. Oh, that's Bo.
Can y'all hear that?
Yeah, he's so loud. Maybe mom was getting back. I don't know.
Yeah.
But and then he's like, "No, I need the Nutcracker. Like, I can't leave it because it was in a box." But he initially was like, "Oh, it's just one." And when the one came out, we still heard noise. We were like, "Wait, maybe it's two." And it was like, "Nope." Another one came out, and it felt like it was never ending, like a never ending supply of mice. But Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that they were just trying to get out of the Florida winter, because there's no food in there. They weren't in there for food, and they were living in a cardboard box, the box that has the had the nutcracker, that 6 foot tall nutcracker. They were living in that one. So um I think they were just made a home in there. But Natalie and I
It
did
was so
say that
funny.
now we're just not going to put cardboard box in there, because clearly they'll make a home out of it. So
Yeah.
whenever we put these decor items up, we're going to put them in plastic totes.
And we're gonna try to find a more durable one, like a tougher one.
Yeah.
Because growing up, I learned the hard way that they do chew through like bags and
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we'll put them in those we'll put everything in plastic totes, and then there's no reason for them to live in there. And what I also did, yeah, that's exactly why I was on the ladder. um, but that's why we.
Oh yeah, it
Well,
was.
you know those things you could plug into the wall, and supposedly they make some type of noise that deters rodents. And the one I bought says it deters rodents, cockroaches, and stuff too. Well, I know my grandmother had them around her house. You plug them into the wall, and there's some type of noise or whatever. And I put one of those in the shop, and then I put one of those in the tack room, which is where Miss Lydia. Don't tell me that. I'll tell you what. See, so when Cubot said it works.
Nico's scared now.
So we'll see. But regardless, in the shop, anything that they could possibly want to live in, we're gonna over time get rid of.
Yeah.
A lot of it was the Christmas decor. So when we take all this down, instead of putting it back in the cardboard boxes, it's going to go in totes. And then in the tack room, the bags of feed that aren't in garbage cans yet.
Oh yeah, we do.
They're just they're in the tack room. You've probably seen in our videos how we put them on top of the washer or dryer in there. So during this time of year, once again, as mice are trying to get out of the cold, they go into the tack room, and they're like, oh wow, 50-pound bags of feed. So I put one in there as well. But in the tack room, I also have sticky pads, which do work. All the mice that I've ever caught, um, most of them have been on the sticky pad. We also have poison down, like their little motel things that they could go in and eat.
They can't get out.
But I only have one of those in the tack room, because if a mouse goes in there, and it's surprising how quick they die. I've only had two that way, but they go in there, they eat, and before they can even get out the tack room, they'll die. And as y'all know, we keep the tack room door closed, so that way.
Look, Cubot said.
So that way,
two in works
Tucker. Oh, see, I only bought one per, so I might try that. But
oh, Lydia, you have 600
look, he has some of those plugged in.
That's awesome. Yeah, so I know about tea bags, babe. That's what we used to do.
Our cats can't get to our cats. Our cats or any of our animals can't get to a mouse that died from poisoning.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Because we only have it in the tack room where the mouse typically will die before it could get out. So, what about tea bags?
Oh.
Use mint leaves to repel mice.
And like mints, yeah.
Oh, okay. 600 acres. Yeah, you probably have all kind of rodents and raccoons and stuff. That's goals though. Natalie and I one day want to have we want to have a lot of land one day, but I don't know. One day, yeah, we want to have a lot of land, but 600 acres, that's a lot.
That's
like
beautiful.
Do you maintain 600 acres, or do you maintain like 40 of it, and the rest is like woods or fields, or you know what I mean?
Hi, Mary.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the poinsettias.
Oh, they also deter snakes. Yeah. So my whole a lot of people, thank y'all, by the way. A lot of people said that told us about the poinsettias.
That we did not know.
And luckily, none of them are in ground, or they're not in pots on the ground. So for one, the only dog that has access to where they are is Achilles,
Yeah.
and he doesn't jump. Achilles doesn't go up. Like he never gets on his hind legs. That's Zeus and maybe Thor. So I feel confident he'll never, never say never, but I've never seen him do that. And if any of them drop leaves, I'll make sure to pick them up. But someone else also left a comment. This gets me excited. But someone else left a comment and said that poinsettias, although they're annuals, can live all year in Florida and they get pretty big. So watch out for that. I don't plan
I
to put
didn't
them
know
in. I
that.
don't plan to put them in the ground. But y'all,
No, we have the dogs.
I talked about this the last live. But if y'all knew the things that I'm planning for our, so
Yeah,
of
Nico's real
course,
excited.
I'm making plan. I'll tell y'all what I'm making plans for. So I'm making plans for an uh like a flower garden. So I want to do landscape in front of Egypt's chicken palace. Some landscaping over there. I want to do some landscaping in front of the barn. I'm trying to think of some annuals that I want to put in front of the house because we already have like shrubs there and a perennial there. So I'm thinking of some annuals I want to put in front of the house. I want to do a vegetable garden, but I want all
Yeah.
of our I want all of our beds to be
Raised.
raised beds. So I'm laying out a design right now. I'm mapping it all out and planning it all out to be, start that project for 2024. And then over in the same pasture that has the chicken, Egypt's chicken coop, I want to put like, I don't know if I want to put a potager or a potier, if I'm pronouncing that right, garden. I want to put a nice area that has a nice mix of perennials, annuals, but I also want some like winter interest. Check out the
Yeah.
lingo. Your
Oh,
boy's been doing his
he's been watching
research.
Garden Answers.
Yeah, man.
Like it
So
used to be like
I've been watching a lot of
Fowler
channels, but
Family
Garden
and Cog
Answer.
Hill in my
She
dreams,
has
and now
almost
it's
2 million.
Garden Answers
She has almost
in
two
all of
million
my
subscribers.
dreams.
So I'm sure that y'all
I
know who
wake
she
up and
is.
that's all. But then I start watching it.
I want to put some trees over there and some like I don't know, spruces and stuff like that. So I want to have like a nice sitting garden with maybe some cut flowers and stuff like that. And then over here, right, like maybe 10 feet from where we're sitting right now, is where I want to put our kitchen garden, which I started on almost 3 years ago.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
but over here is where I want to put our kitchen garden, where we'll grow like herbs and things like that. That if you're cooking in the kitchen, you're like, hey, I need XYZ, run out, it's right here, get it,
just grab
go
it.
back to cooking, you know? Yes, Laura and Aaron from
Yeah,
Garden Answer.
they
Yeah,
are.
they are amazing. And I'm new to their channel.
So we've been binging it.
As long as they've been on YouTube for a decade, but it's new to me because I've now found an interest in gardening. So I've gone back and I've gone to the beginning, which is
Yeah.
cool. I like to go to the beginning of someone's journey or story because you can learn about wow, poinsettias make a beautiful hedge. Interesting. You can
If
learn
we didn't
about
have
someone's
dogs.
yeah, we have so many animals. Um like I like to see where people started from and like where they are today.
Yeah.
Which is why I always say, man, I wish we would have started our YouTube channel years ago.
Even when we first
Because
moved here, there was so much you couldn't even walk
yeah,
under the trees. It was crazy.
sometimes I feel like um sometimes I feel like maybe like the best time to start anything is today. So when we started our YouTube channel a year ago, that's cool. But I just oftentimes wish we would have started earlier because then you could have seen our entire journey. Like this is our second home. This is our second home as homeowners.
Yeah.
But I've mentioned all the states we lived in. We've always lived a country rural life. We've had a journey. Um, but I think there's different. This is probably going to be a tangent, but I think there's like, let me finish one thought first. Okay. The point I'm trying to make is there's going to be a lot of cool things in 2024. And yes, we're a homestead channel, but there's a lot of gardening things that are going to be taking place, whether it's flowers or whether it's veggies.
both.
So right now what I'm trying to decide is, should I start a whole nother channel? Because, which is the thing I was about to get into, the tangent I was about to get into. Should I start a whole nother channel? Because the weird thing about social media, thank you. That's my dad, y'all. He said we're doing outstanding. Yes, so Miss Londa. So the weird thing about social media is that the algorithm of, I don't care what social media platform it is, the algorithm,
Next level homestead and the next level gardening.
see, that's what I'm thinking. Because like the algorithm and your viewers have a weird way of pigeonholing you. And one of the things I was hoping to accomplish with this channel is to be everything that we're interested in. But unfortunately, that's not the way the algorithm works.
No.
Right? So, hey, Edwin, thank you. I really appreciate that. So, unfortunately, the way the algorithm works, especially if you're a small channel, is you get pigeonholed. It shows your content to those people that like that thing.
Yeah.
And on this channel, that thing that people like are animals and homesteading. And how do I know that, you might ask? Because anytime we make a video that has not, I won't say it has nothing to do with homestead, but anytime we make a video that's not about animals or something very specific to homesteading, we like barely get any views, right? Um, and for us, it's not about the views, it's not about the subscriber count, but I do think there's something very human about wanting to feel like the effort that you put into something, you're being like rewarded. What's the name of that? What's the name of that chemical that sends through your body when you're happy about something? Not a neurofen. I don't know. I made that up. But you know, like when you win something or when something exciting happens in your life, that one chemical, endorphin, I don't know, that chemical that goes through your body, and you get really excited. Like that's kind of what it is like creating content. Because on the back end, endorphin, yeah. Thank you, Lydia, Miss Lydia. So on the YouTube side of things specifically, and Facebook has it also, but on the YouTube side specifically, when you create a video, it ranks it.
It does.
So it compares your videos. Matter of fact, one thing that we've always been known for is we overshare, and there could be channels out there that like get mad at us for it, but I don't. It's not.
Okay. Yeah, it ranks them, and it's funny because you can put work into like this one video and then get like no views, and then you could put a video together and like I don't know, like not as much effort into the editing, and then
so here's
get a lot of views.
Here's the short that I uploaded earlier, so that you can visualize this. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so funny. You see that? So it says baby's first words. That's the video that we spoke about earlier, right? So you see, as of right now, well, I haven't refreshed it. It has 100. It has 1.7 thousand views, 410 thumbs up, and 35 comments. But you see right there, you see how they tell you like, great job. You got more views than normal or whatever. But you see the ranking by views, 2 out of 10. So I would say anything a 5 and above, you're like, oh yeah, okay, cool. I made this video and people like it. Blah 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 blah. Like it makes you feel good. But then, like every now and then, you can have a video that's like this one. So this is a perfect example. This type of video is something that I really care about. I'm passionate about.
Why are you so close to the camera?
So they can see it.
Oh, I'm at your head.
So, and I might be oversharing, whatever. But you see the Christmas tree decor video, which if you're on this live, 9 times out of 10 you saw. But watch this. I thought that it was a nice video, and Mama and the girls had an amazing time putting up the trees. And once again, everything that we do, y'all, on our homestead are things we would be doing anyway without We would be doing this stuff
Yeah,
anyway
even
without
if
the
it wasn't being
cameras.
posted.
But watch this. Great video, right? Wrong.
It was still a great video.
Y'all see that?
9 out of 10.
Ranking by views, 9 out of 10. So when you get like a 1 out of 10, when you open this app, fireworks go off, you feel really good, blah, 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 blah. This video was a 9 out of 10. And it was something that I really loved and was passionate about. What's the point I'm trying to make? The algorithm and viewers have a way of pigeonholing you because it's only going to show those people those things that they really like. So I feel like if I'm doing
YouTube
anything,
does push a lot of shorts.
yeah, well, everyone's pushing shorts because everyone's trying to compete with TikTok. The reality is TikTok, which is a Chinese company, is kicking all of these American-owned companies' butts. Like Facebook, TikTok's kicking their butt. Instagram, which is owned by Facebook, TikTok's kicking their butt. YouTube, TikTok's kicking their. So all these American social media companies are trying to compete with TikTok, and TikTok's a short, 8-second, 60-second. Next video, short attention span. And that's just never been our thing. I love long form content. The point I'm trying to make is I feel like if we do gardening, maybe we should do like I was thinking about calling the channel OBF, Our Brown Farmhouse, OBF in the garden. So that way, as we do all the gardening and vegetable stuff,
you'll still see animals.
It'll be on that channel.
Yeah.
And then Mama will probably still have her own channel because the things that we talked about going on your channel would be like cooking.
Yeah.
It would be like things with the girls, stuff like that.
Yeah.
In a perfect world, I could like put it all on one channel. But the reality is it just doesn't work. So if you've ever wondered why people have more than one channel, that's why. Thank you, Joanne. If you've ever wondered why some content creators have more than one channel, that's why, y'all. It's because if they post that stuff on their main channel, it's not going to get views because most likely their main channel, which is typically your largest channel, is the channel that people found for a very specific reason. So if you want to branch out from that, you got to blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Y'all probably don't care about none of that. We knew you were coaching Pharaoh. Nah, he's been saying data for a while. I just, it wasn't as pronounced. By now, it's like super obvious. So I finally just filmed it.
I'll answer now because I saw someone asking how did I feel about it. So this morning, Nico. Where did you go? He went somewhere. He went bring Egypt.
Use what as a motto? I'm sorry, Renee. Could you clarify? Is this Renee from Louisiana? Could you clarify? I wasn't sure what you were talking about. What use it as a motto? All right, my bad, Mom. I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's okay. But I'm in the bed and Pharaoh wakes up and he starts babbling. And Nico, you won't bring Egypt to school. That's what it was. And then I hear dad. But it was cuter than that. Like it was like dad.
It's very clear.
Dad. And I turned over. I was like, hold up now. What is this? What did you just say? And I was like, Ma. So I started yelling like for my mom to come so she could try to see if I'm crazy or not. And then I text Nico and I was like, what did I say? He said that. I said something like that. It just happened or something. And I was like, so then my mom and I are like, Pharaoh, say mama, say Nana. And we're both like coaching him and he does his thing now. I don't know if Nico put a video up yet or not, but where he goes, he shakes his head. So in that moment, he shook his head. He said, "It's really funny."
So here's our newest video. Back to the point.
No, but like Lana just made a good point. Some channels do well with everything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Another tangent.
Babe.
No. Well, I might say something wrong.
I don't know.
Here's the deal, y'all. Now I sound like Brendan. Here's the deal. And Miss Londa, I think you now know this because you're a content creator, right? Like the struggle is real, like you mentioned. YouTube has not been nice to small channels the past 2 months. Huh? Don't talk about this.
Y'all get scared when you go on tangents.
Okay. YouTube hasn't been nice to small your title Our Brown Farmhouse model, planting in the garden or whatever you want it to be. Okay, I understand now, Renee. they haven't like go to your whatever YouTubers you watch that are small channels. I would say small is 20,000 subscribers and below. Go to any of their channels and look at their views. So for the past like 2 months or so, we have only been getting like views are like super duper down. And I'm not gonna lie, we're all human and we all like display what we're passionate about in different ways. And one of the ways that Natalie and I currently share is social media. And when you put something out there and the response isn't that great, it makes you kind of feel like, man, like what's going on? Like, am I doing something wrong? Blah 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 blah. The point I'm trying to make is if you started your channel within the last, I would say if you started your channel post 2022, then you're probably really having a hard go at social media
It
because
depends though. It depends on your account. Like
no,
how,
well,
yeah.
no, I disagree. Only because a lot of the channels that we all know and love, they've been on social media for a while, and all of them have either said this in a live themselves or said this in a video themselves. So I'm not sharing anything that's like taboo or people don't know about.
Yeah.
But like all of them will openly admit that the best thing that ever happened to them was the pandemic because everyone was at home.
People were watching.
No one could go anywhere. And then people weren't really interested in mainstream TV.
No.
So more people were on YouTube. And it was a scary time. So in our specific niche, which is homesteading, because of that scary time, a lot of people, ourselves included, a lot of people started saying, well, how do I grow my own food? Or how do I raise chickens? Or how do I do? And if you were a homestead channel during the pandemic, well, all of those people were flooding your channel. So I don't care if it's a big channel, you know, I'm not going to say any names, but if there's a big channel in the homesteading space right now, 9 times out of 10, they saw their greatest growth, like crazy growth that they never could have dreamed of during the pandemic.
Well,
but pre-pandemic and now post-pandemic, growing a channel organically in homesteading is like really hard.
Well, and the other part, the algorithm, sometimes we'll get messages from people saying, "Hey, we haven't seen your videos,
Yeah,
but we're still
yeah.
posting, but it doesn't show everything." So that's something that we're trying to figure out, and it's confusing. It's really confusing. Or
Yeah.
I've had a couple people who say, "Hey, unsubscribe them," but like they didn't unsubscribe. I can't. That word is tricky for me to say, y'all. Unsubscribe.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just weird, the algorithm. But it's funny because Nico's viewpoint is that, and for me, I'm like, I won't say nonchalant about it, but not. I mean, about the like
Well,
when
it's
you
only
about
because
like the
it's my
rankings. The
it's my
rankings.
like
This is like Nico's baby, y'all.
it's no, it's not that it's my baby, it's that it's what I'm passionate about. Because I've
Yeah.
always loved, and I've shared this on a live, I've always loved, hey Miss Peggy, I've always loved video making and video editing.
Yeah, and he does all the editing. Like I'll film sometimes.
Like this
but
is
he
our
does
newest video. Here's our newest video. I feel like that's it's a decent video. Once again, everything in the video, things we would do every year anyway. What do y'all think this video is? Well, I'll tell you what it is. No, I'm just playing. YouTube will. Look at that. You see that? It's a 7 out of 10. It's a 7 out of 10.
And to be clear, it's ranking them amongst your other videos.
The past 10, 7 out of 10. It's a 7 out of 10. Crazy, right?
But for me, I'm always like, babe, it's fine. Be patient. Look at where we come in the last year. Like
that's what Miss Joanne. No. You're don't. Oh, okay. First of all, I'm sorry to cut you off, but hopefully none of y'all, which includes I see Miss Joanne's comment. Hopefully none of y'all think that I'm like having a woe is me, poor me thing, and I'm venting on a live right now, and I'm throwing a pity party. That's not my point. So hopefully that's not what anyone's taking home. But the only point I'm trying to make is that growing an account post pandemic is very hard because each day I literally feel like each day there's like probably 10 new homestead channels. Yeah, so you're competing against the big guys and gals, and now you're competing against everyone else. So it takes a little bit of
I don't know
time.
we're gonna discuss this tonight, but
And I agree with you, Miss Joanne. Patience is a virtue.
yes. So my perspective on it is one, to be patient, but then also like to remember where we started off. So it hasn't even been a year yet. So super grateful. Like
No,
just
Miss Peggy, a 10 out of 10 is a bad thing.
oh yeah, it is. Like
So you
10
want a
yeah.
1, the higher the ranking. So a 1, I would say a 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 3. Anything 1 through 5 is like, for me personally, makes me feel like, okay, I created this product
Yeah.
and I put that product out into the marketplace, and the marketplace, the viewers said, wow, we love that product. We clicked on that video and we love that video. So here's the views and here's how it ranked. The lower the ranking, the more you feel like a dud. The more you feel you start in, maybe it's just me. I know it's not
You're
just
not
me.
alone.
Content
Big.
creators all feel
You're
this
not
way.
alone. I just
The worse the ranking,
yeah.
the more you feel like they don't like me. What is my edit, is my editing bad? Is my storytelling bad? Like, am I boring? And here's the other, here's my last point, because I really don't want to say something that, no, Miss Peggy, you didn't
No,
know.
you're fine.
That's why we're
yeah.
trying to explain it, Miss Peggy.
I
You're good.
understand what
No
you
need
meant.
to apologize.
10 out of 10 is a good thing.
But yeah,
I took
you
it
would
as
think.
a good thing. It's like ice
But
skating. I want to be 10.
here's the last thing I'm gonna say on that topic. Natalie and I
I'ma lose my train of thought.
haven't graduated to the point in our social media sharing career where we are okay or feel comfortable with clickbaity titles and thumbnails.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to talk about that.
Yeah, we're not comfortable. Yeah, you can talk about it.
So one of the things, so my so Miss Connie, it doesn't hurt when when someone watches the live, you don't get like, if we're watching it like while we're live, you don't get what is it, like the credit for it, I guess you could say. But then when you watch the replay, that's when people actually get the credit. So that's why some people do like random things. But yeah, Londa was like, feed the algorithm, hit the like button. I always forget to hit the like button myself when I'm watching other people. I have to do better. But I think for Nico, I try to remind him not to be hard on himself, but then also to be patient, because there are a lot of channels who don't even make it past 1,000 subscribers. And we started this in January, like actually being more consistent with it, because we talked about it for years. And I'm like, let's just do it, like actually do it, like let's go. And then we wouldn't do it. And then now that we have, the fact that we're here with over 13,000 is a huge deal. Like
100% in a year. Yeah, for sure.
But one thing that we do struggle with is like the balance between, like, I'm not a big I like to keep my integrity intact, so I want to make sure that I'm true to myself, and I don't want to put a title and be like, oh, something crazy happened, unless it really did happen. If it happened, then I'm okay with it. But then if it didn't happen, I don't want to put it, and then it's like a little snippet of like, oh, I almost got bit by a snake, and like it's a play snake that Egypt threw at me or something. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to keep.
Now, to be fair,
Let me finish.
Okay.
But that's the main thing. But when it's true, then it's not considered clickbait.
Y'all see how she checks me?
It really happened. But I'm not I don't want to do like, I don't want to feel like it's clickbait. So like, for instance, when we did the Christmas decor video, we jokingly were like, oh, we could put something like crazy about like the mice, and like, man, like they, you know, almost got attacked or like almost didn't make it. I don't know, something crazy. We're not good at it.
It's just not our
so we're like, no, we'll just do it as like a blooper because we're not good at it. But then we have some of our friends who are really good at it, but then for them, it's not clickbait because whatever they're posting actually happened. So
yeah, but here's the thing. Most people say as long as it happens in the video, it's not clickbait. But if your video is 35 minutes, okay.
Nico's
Next topic.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a touchy stuff, but
it's not touchy. It's just I'm passionate. But okay, so the only point I was trying to make was that I don't like clickbaity titles, and I don't like clickbaity thumbnails, but
it works, though.
Psychology has proven that it just works.
People click on it. They want to see the drama.
People click on, like, we're all guilty of this. We're all part of the problem. Nah, but we're all guilty of this. Negative sells, bad sells, depressing or sad sells. I think our channel is family friendly, and once again, we're a post-pandemic channel, but our channel is family friendly. We love to keep it real. Like I'm probably sharing a lot of things that tonight that maybe other people, I don't know, but we love to keep it real. And
He is,
like,
Connie. He's trying so hard
to do what?
be diplomatic.
Yeah, I'm trying to choose my words. So we try our hardest to keep it real. And I would like to think that what you see on camera, if you ran into us at Walmart, at Lowe's, out in public, the person you meet is the thing you saw on camera. We like to keep it real. Um, I also think that what we show on our property is real. If you pulled up to our house unannounced, we didn't know you were coming, you just pop up.
Oh yeah.
I
don't
promise
care.
you,
Yeah.
the property looks the way our property looks the way we show it on camera. Like we just believe in being because the problem is if you're being fake or you create a character or you're not being real,
It's harder to maintain.
that's a character you've
Yeah.
created. That's a lifestyle that you created that you don't even really live. And that is going to get old so fast. And also people can smell it. They might not smell it year 1, they might not smell it year 2, but they might start smelling it year 3. Like, wait, something's not adding up. What's
Hi,
going on
Rhonda.
here? But anyways, the point I'm trying to make is that if like if we're making a video, we love for things to be real in our thumbnail and title. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And the proof is in the pudding. Everyone complains about their 9 o'clock
Yes.
news.
Everyone send Nico a virtual hug.
Whatever. I'm clearly venting.
I didn't know this was gonna happen.
Everyone talks about their 9 o'clock news, their evening news, right? Oh, it was this shooting, that car accident, this car accident, that mass shooting, this war over there, that war over there. If the program is 1 hour, they probably had a 20 minutes of commercials. So the program's 40 minutes to 45 minutes. So in that 40 to 45 minutes, maybe 10 minutes of it was positive, and that was probably the sports, right? So, hey, I've never seen you on a live. What's going on, auntie? Y'all, that's my auntie.
Nico's so excited.
Yeah, we call her Nosha, but her name is Nyosha Williams. Hey, what's up? Tony's out here too, Nosha. But so great to see you. But it sells.
It does.
It sells. This religion versus that religion, this ethnicity versus that ethnicity. Divide us. It sells. People watch, and we're people. Like Natalie and I, we're people.
We're like, what happened?
So, like, for instance, if I was moving an animal, I would probably title the video "Moving the Goats to a New Pasture," because that's what happened in the video.
Yeah.
And it would probably be a picture of like the goats moving and like me like being like,
I'm moving on to greener pastures, right? Or something.
You know, like we titled it wasn't, but the people who are good at social media might in their 30-minute video might have like a 5-second clip where something crazy happened, and they'll title the video "Huge Fire on the Farm" or like almost died today. I don't know. I'm being very dramatic and I'm running, y'all. But if you saw that in the title, you're going to click on it. And when I say you, I also mean us, because you're going to be like, oh no, what caught on fire on the farm? Or oh no, what happened on the homestead? Or they got rid of that animal, or and then you click on a video and it's like, you're still entertained, you still watch it, but it's like, that's not really.
That's not what happened.
We haven't graduated to that level yet. That's my point. Rant over.
I don't think we will.
If any of my social media friends watch this replay, I'm not talking about you. I'm not. I would say names, but as someone pointed out, I'm being diplomatic. But it works. Those channels that are good at it have a lot of subscribers. They have a lot of views, and We just aren't there yet. Maybe I don't know.
No.
My integrity just won't allow me to do it yet. Yet. Old man Johnson Farm, what's up?
This is funny.
Yeah, sorry, Joanne. I'll reel it in. Let me reel it in.
No,
As y'all
it's
can
a
tell,
compliment.
okay.
That's
So,
that's a compliment, baby. It's
so
funny.
you know, in full transparency, I've had moments over the past month or two where I've like, man, maybe I should just stop posting, or
Nico has, especially this last week, y'all.
maybe
He's
like
been really tough on himself,
I've been emotional. I don't know.
and he's
Maybe
normally not like this.
yeah, I'm the opposite of emotion, like 10 out of 10 times, but like maybe I should stop sharing, or maybe like maybe maybe instead of 3 videos a week I should drop to like 1 or 2, or like maybe I don't know. You know, those are the thoughts that get into your head, but I don't know. This isn't a pity party. Let's talk about good stuff, which is hopefully that was educational for some of y'all, or at least you got to hear me rant. But I'm gonna get off the soapbox.
Well, there's someone was asking about like our traditions for Christmas for the holidays, babe.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So one of the things on a but I will say all that to say that when he gets in those moments, I'm over here like the biggest cheerleader. I probably annoy him with all my positivity because I am a believer that your words have power. So like speaking things into existence. But yeah, so I have to remind him sometimes to be like patient. But yeah. But no, but what I'm really excited about, we have my nieces on the way, and I think this is the first time for like the holidays that we'll be together with them. Well, I mean, Grace is only 4, but I'm so excited because they're the same age as our kids. So Gracie is 4, like Sahara Jade, and my sister's new baby, Cadence, is also 7 months. Well, she'll be 8 months this weekend, but born like 10 days before Pharaoh. So it'll be really cute to take pictures, and of course we'll share them with y'all. I'm so excited. Mom and I have been getting outfits together.
Yeah.
Super pumped to make memories. But we love to like
More pictures.
I love to take pictures.
A perfect example of like the irony we share on social media, but I hate pictures, y'all.
Nico does not like pictures.
Whenever we post social media, if you see a Facebook post and it's a family picture, just know I didn't like it.
He doesn't.
I might be smiling in the picture, but Natalie is just like her mom. She is her mother's daughter. No, is that right? Yeah, you are your mother's daughter, because she always like to say, "Oh, Nana wants to take more pictures." No, it's you. She wants to take a picture for everything. Hey, it's the first Tuesday of the year.
You really feel,
Nico? Hey, it's the 14th Tuesday of the year. Let's take a picture, a family picture.
Funny.
Like, oh God.
I love it.
I know.
It makes me happy. Memories. We had so many pictures from when I was a child that like now my mom has this trunk and she has pictures, a bucket for myself, my sister, and my brothers. And it's great to go back and like you find pictures of things that you didn't even know a moment was captured in time. And it's just so beautiful to remember all those things. So I want that for the kids. So it just I think it's fun. I have a good time. I love the off guard pictures when no one's really trying, and like we could be laughing or something. And SJ's the best at being like, crazy with her little faces. It makes me happy. But yeah, Nico's hilarious.
What story were you telling?
About the pictures. Oh, Christmas traditions. So we make these ornaments out of it's like applesauce, cinnamon, and glue. My mom's gonna be so mad if I got those ingredients wrong. I feel like it's applesauce. She always mixes it, so maybe I should do better and mix it. But it makes me like excited because the house smells really warm and like that fresh cinnamon smell. But it's not good for dogs to eat. So luckily, only Achilles comes in the house and he doesn't mess with them. Zeus would definitely demolish them, so we would have to not have them on the tree if he was in the house because it's not healthy for them. But yes.
What?
He did. He learned. I would snap a quick shot. You wouldn't even know I'm taking a picture of you.
Yeah, she stayed with a camera, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, Miss Lydia, I do feel better. I think I've obviously had these conversations with Natalie. There's a few of my social media friends that I've had a similar conversation about how I've been feeling, and if they're a smaller channel, most likely they feel the same way. And like, it's just weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, if you are currently one of the 120 people watching this live, or if you're watching a replay, you're not one of the like people that I'm referring to when I talk about
Oh no.
like click
Yeah.
on videos and stuff like that. Y'all are like our supporters, and just know that um, we try to voice it as often as we can, but we do not take y'all for granted. My cousin Devin, who was on here earlier, um, I really am appreciative that he got me to really want to start sharing, and Natalie's on board, the family's on board, and we share what we do here on the homestead now. We're 100% grateful for each and every single one of y'all, because y'all are very um, consistent and courteous and kind, and
Very
we've
supportive.
learned so much from so many of y'all. Like this week
Mhm.
alone, because I'm just
Yeah.
getting into gardening,
We did not know
we
about the
didn't know
poinsettias.
poinsettias were
Yeah.
poisonous
So
to,
thank y'all.
so like that's a perfect example of like y'all hopping in the comments and letting us know like, hey, XYZ. So
Yeah.
we don't take any of that for granted, and y'all support. And also, I don't know if any of y'all are on the live right now, like Miss Lorraine. I haven't seen Miss Lorraine um from Tasmania, I believe. But those of you who have
I can put
sent
the babies up.
those of you who have sent gifts or any mail to our PO box, know that we have received them. Okay, we've received them, and we'll continue to check the mail up through Christmas to make sure we don't miss anything. But thank you for sending things to us as well. I truly, truly appreciate it. Natalie Herring from Australia. There you go. Hi. I'm pretty sure the sun is up over there, huh? But yeah, I was trying to find this meme, y'all, because the meme was about family pictures. The picture, holy cow, a moth just kamikazed into this candle. We have these candles lit, y'all, for mosquitoes and stuff, and a moth just like flew right into it. It's pretty weird. But okay, she said it sure is daytime in Australia right now. But I lost my train of thought. Y'all already know that. But thank you for all the mail. We are continuing to check the mail, and we'll make sure that we don't miss anything, especially since we know some of y'all are sending things specifically for Christmas.
That's right here.
He's just waking up. And Sahara Jade wanted to come say hi.
And I got my money.
Yeah, she got some money today, y'all.
And I give
Some
Nana
pennies. It's so much. She's so proud. I love
yeah,
it.
I like money.
And did you give Nana some?
Yeah, I give Nana some flowers.
You did. Yeah.
You gave Nana flowers?
Yeah, I went over
Is
there.
Nana back yet?
No, she's on her way.
She's still out. Okay. She went to Walmart. Y'all, you know what's funny about Nana? And maybe this is some of y'all, because it's not me. Whenever I go to a store, I know exactly why I went there, exactly what I'm looking for, exactly where it most likely is located in the store. I go, I'm in, I'm out. The only exception is like Lowe's, but that's only because I like start thinking about like I start comparing prices and stuff like that. But Nana, if she goes to a store, she could be going for one thing. She's still going to be gone 5 hours. She just takes so long. It's crazy. And we all do this. And she'll come home from the store with everything but what she went to the store for.
Okay, she did. She texted me. She forgot my wreath.
Yeah.
You know?
When you can go in the crayon store and buy crayon. You can go in the crayon store and buy some.
You want to get some more crayons?
Yeah.
SJ's campaigning, y'all. She wants me to go to the Crayola place.
The crayon store.
Yeah.
Egypt is in her room
Playing with her best friend.
Yeah, they're on
playing...
FaceTime or playing some game.
And Egypt gave me a snack.
Oh wow. Who said you could have a snack?
Egypt gave it to me. She gives something.
She has snack granting powers?
Yeah.
At 9 o'clock at night. That's cool.
She texts me.
And we have Mr. Grinch back there.
Yeah, a lot of people saw that in the video. Thank y'all for the comments. We said point out what's new by the reindeer, or Natalie asked that, I think, in the video.
Yeah.
And a lot of you were like, "Hey, there's a Grinch back there."
Yeah.
So yeah, that was I'm pretty sure Sahara and Egypt picked that out.
And we weren't gonna do anything colored. We were just gonna keep like white lights. And then they showed up. They got home from a Dollar General run, and they were so excited. And how do you say no? You can't. So yep,
Mm-hmm.
we put it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, Renee.
Egypt.
Oh wow.
What were we gonna
Well,
say?
Speak of the angel.
When we pop a balloon.
A balloon? You saw a
Yeah.
balloon?
I saw a balloon this morning. When it was my birthday.
Hi.
Yeah, get in, get out. No time to just be in the store. Unless I'm at a place like, if I'm at an antique mall, an antique shop, maybe Lowe's, then I'm probably going to be in there a while. Sahara, what are you doing? being a 4-year-old. Okay, cool. Be yourself.
Ashley and Farmerette, you never know what they're gonna say.
Hey, where's my heart?
It's right here.
When people
So-
are telling you hi.
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 Are you copying her?
Yes.
But yeah, outside of that, I'm in and out. But
She got the balloon?
I was trying to find that meme, but
Where'd she go?
Sahara, what did you learn at school? What are you learning right now?
We were singing ABC.
So you're learning your ABCs. What else?
We was eating. We eat veggies. We eat a taco at school, and then we had.
That's what
some-
you
We
ate
had
yesterday
oranges
for lunch.
Ooh.
and then some green beans
Ooh.
and some milk.
Yeah. Do you still like broccoli? Yeah. Y'all, SJ is one of the first kids I've ever met who loves broccoli. And I mean loves broccoli.
And somebody don't has a lot of toys.
Oh yeah. So we did today we did the angel tree shopping, and SJ and I had to have the conversation around like, why are we getting toys for other kids? And that's what she's talking about. Yep. So we're gonna bring them to church and we're gonna give them to them. Well, we're gonna give them to the organization who's gonna hand them out to the parents and stuff. But yeah.
What? Oh, I want to buy those at store.
You wanna buy some more?
Yeah, I want to buy some toys at the store for me.
Oh, for
Like-
you now.
Yeah.
Like the kid has.
So
Yeah.
we may take SJ and Pharaoh. Egypt is like at the phase now where she's like, I'm not sitting on a grown man's lap. So she does not want to go see Santa. But for SJ and Pharaoh, it's fun. But
But Santa's gonna come bring us presents. And Santa has a lot of reindeers. Yeah,
SJ's been binge watching Santa movies.
hmm
She has.
She wants to watch The Grinch, of course.
When Gracie comes, we're gonna bake cookies. When Gracie comes,
Yeah, she's on her way.
when Gracie comes and Peyton, we're gonna bake cookies and watch the Grinch movie. When Gracie comes, we're gonna bake cookies, and Nana's gonna get something so we can play.
Yes.
And we're gonna watch a Grinch movie when Gracie comes.
And that's what you're excited about, right?
Yeah, and it's
I bet.
Christmas.
hmm
I love Christmas too,
Why do you love Christmas?
because I like Santa.
You do. Where does he live?
He lived in a place with his reindeers.
In a
With his
place with his
reindeers?
reindeer. That's cool. I can't find the meme what I was looking for.
But Santa lives in the snow.
He lives in the snow.
All year.
hmm
Hey, don't go too far there, buddy. Look at this, y'all. This is funny. It's not what I was looking for because we were talking about family photos. Is that funny or no?
Oh, that is funny. That's so random. Oh, I get why you pulled it.
Because we were talking about family photos, and the point I was trying to make is that, like, when
But
you
the
take,
point-
excuse me,
But the pool is not good
She was about to say
anymore.
the
so we
point I'm
can't-
trying to make.
So we can't swim. We can't swim in the pool right now.
because it's cold,
Yeah, it's cold.
like Florida cold.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then the sky is black.
yeah, because it's nighttime.
She's so funny.
You're on it. But the point I was trying to make with the family photos is I saw a funny meme that was saying that, like, the photo, essentially what it was saying is the photo you see is not how it really happened,
And
right?
and
So there was probably
and
a
then-
crying kid. There was
and
probably
then
someone that didn't want to
Clark-
take the photo, right?
Clark-
No,
Nico.
don't talk about other kids.
Yeah, don't say.
Yeah. We don't have their parents' approval to talk about them. So don't talk about your
Yeah.
friends at school. But you know, the family photos are never the way the photo turns out. And that's kind of how it is for us too.
Yeah.
Like I'm like,
you do get to see SJ's reactions because
oh yeah, she
I
always
don't
has
edit them
funny
out.
photos.
Like I love when she poses.
She's herself.
Because she does a good job.
Yeah, she's
You
herself.
make great faces, SJ.
And then I went at school and then
Wait, don't say
Clark-
name. No.
No, don't talk about your friends. Yeah, that's called privacy. So you have to respect people's boundaries and you have to respect people's privacy. So without their permission, without people's permission, you can't talk about them like that. Especially children. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the only reason why Dad keeps talking.
Pharaoh's just chilling. He's just hanging out.
Pharaoh
Yeah.
has a swing.
He does
Yeah,
have a swing.
He does.
He's probably almost hungry too. But
Oh yeah, it's almost 9:30.
yeah, it feels later. I don't know about y'all, but it feels later. Yep, Sahara trying to take over. Yeah, but yeah, Nana went to the store probably like at 7:00.
Yeah.
And
right
now it's not right before, before
Mhm.
7 actually.
before the live.
So it's already 2.5 hours later. She still ain't home. So she has another 2.5 hours. Walmart don't close till 11. So
It's fine.
Walmart don't close till 11. She gonna be there. But I am looking forward to the next video. I
Mhm.
think that's going to be one y'all like. And thank you so much for all of the kind comments that I've seen in this thread so far. You're about to say something, aren't you?
So you can
Yeah.
Santa will bring you presents. If you be good, Santa will bring us presents.
What if you've been bad?
What do you get?
He has a lot of presents.
Even for bad kids? Or only for good kids? Only for good kids, all right?
Good.
She said he has a lot. That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Pharaoh's still sleepy. You can see in his face. He's tired.
And you made Dad lose his train of thought. See that? What was I talking about?
You were
Mom?
saying that you're
But
excited
you
about
can-
the video and you appreciate all the
can buy
comments that people
money.
have left.
Oh, yeah. So far on this live, I've seen all the comments about when I was talking about that stuff I was talking about. So thank y'all for the kind words. I truly appreciate it.
And she's like, what were we talking about?
Yeah. None, yeah.
Sahar Jade, you're so funny.
That's short for none your
You're so
business.
cute.
Yeah. Thank you, Sendo. Lorraine, I was just talking about you. Yeah, there's Lorraine, y'all. I was just talking about you maybe about 10 minutes ago.
Yes. So excited.
So thank you. We did receive your package, Miss Lorraine. Thank you so much. And just know that I've already tried some of the
Yeah,
candy.
we can't. You weren't supposed to say it in front of her.
well, she don't know what it is though. But yeah, I've already tried some. It's good.
Oh, Tanya, that's awesome. She's baking some cookies that they're gonna be throwing thing tomorrow.
Good
for
night,
the homeless
Debbie.
shelter. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, that was another video. There's something you could talk about. I almost forgot about because the giving video was a Saturday upload, and it was like the 4th video of the
Oh,
week. We normally only do
yeah.
3 videos. So yeah, the giving
I
video.
can share before I go.
Yeah.
Pharaoh.
Where'd that come from?
So I was up fixing some plates for a couple of my coworkers who don't have family here, and it was Friday, And Egypt's like, Mom, I have an idea.
Good night, Susan.
And I was like, what's your idea? I didn't know what she was going to say. I thought it was going to be like Roblox or something. And she said, there's some people that Nana and I see, or like when we go to the store, we see them on the road, but could we fix food for them and go bring them? And I was like, yeah, that's like, we can do that. And she said, because, we have so much food. And she said, like, what does that say? And then she said, abundance. I almost cried. I was like, oh, this is a beautiful moment. And she even thought about the animals that they had. So one couple has a dog.
Hey,
so
Mary.
she was like, we need to bring dog food too. And it was just really thoughtful. And then I helped her fix the place before I went to work. And then it was nice to see that her and my mom got a chance to go deliver it. And then, babe, you scared him. He didn't see you.
Okay,
Nico's
sorry.
trying to coach him to say dada, y'all.
No, I'm not.
He was like, say dada. But it started him because he didn't see him. But yeah, it was really nice. And it made us really proud. What made me really proud as a mom to know that like, we're instilling those values. Those values into her. So I thought it was super sweet that she thought about doing it on her own. And it wasn't something that we were like forcing her to do. But it just, it feels good as a parent when you're like raising a good human being who cares. So very proud of her. Super proud. Yeah.
Yeah. And I tried my best to showcase it in the video, but Nana, that's something Nana's always done with them. So, right?
Yeah, she did. Even like she's that person who she'll go buy you food. She won't give money. But like if there's a person that's hungry, she'll be like, well, Burger King has a sale 2 for $5. You want like, what is it, a Whopper? Or like the original chicken sandwich? Like, which ones do you want? But she won't give money, but she will feed people. And I'm the same way. Like, I'll give someone my lunch on my way to work, and then I'll give some reason to go to Chick-fil-A. But, I think it's sweet because I get that from my mom. Yeah.
We can put the money inside the school.
Nana's home.
Yep, I see her lights.
Yeah, Nana just got home. But
we can put the money in the rectangle circle when we get up.
What she said. But what made me lose my train of thought again? Sahara Jade. Yeah, that's you. But
that you see the reindeer and the orange lights are on.
And the
We
Grinch.
showed them the lights.
Yeah.
And they're orange.
But we I really lost my train of thought. Thank you, Jade. It was a
and
good
I
point
see
too.
some stars.
You do?
Yeah, and I see a red one.
Okay. All right, y'all. Well, Sahara made me lose my train of thought. I forgot what I was about to say. I have a video to edit. We normally don't do Saturday videos. We literally just talked about a Saturday video, but that was the 4th video of the week. So this is going to be our 3rd video of the week per usual. So I'm about to get to editing the video, and I'm going to try to upload it maybe tomorrow before noon. Tomorrow before noon Eastern. So that's going to be a tour of the house decor. So if that's your thing, then click on the video and try not to make it a 10 out of 10. just playing. Yeah. That's a joke.
And then chocolate.
Hey, Miss Kathy, I'm not sure if I already said hello to you, but
and chocolates in my bed.
It's time to eat.
You're hungry?
And chocolates in a cage. Chocolates in a cage right now.
All right, we have to say bye, y'all. But this is pretty, almost 2 hours, which is per usual for us, right?
And chocolates in a cage fishing.
Chocolate the guinea pig. Chocolate's the guinea pig, y'all. He was in one of the videos this week.
And then chocolate scratch Violet.
Londa, I'm gonna tell my mom because I work tomorrow, but she may see you at that place picking some strawberries.
Good night, Karen. Good night, Deborah. Take care, Renee. All right, y'all. Y'all know bi-weekly, so we'll see y'all 2 weeks from now. Good night, Mary. Good night, everyone, and we will see y'all.
Say mama. Next time, maybe he'll say mama.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.